Hello and welcome to episode 39 of my Working with Evernote series. In this episode, I'm going to show you how you can create a food planner or diet planner. And this is going to be particularly useful for those of you who are into health and fitness and want to track the foods that you are eating on a regular, daily, weekly, monthly basis. And this actually came from a question from one of my viewers on the YouTube channel. And I really want to thank you, Maureen, for giving me this wonderful challenge this week. I had a wonderful time trying to come up with the best way to manage this, not problem, but this food and dietary plan. I'm actually very boring. I just eat chicken salad during the week and tend to have a little bit of fun and eat whatever I want on a weekend. However, some of you guys are a lot more professional and a lot more dedicated to your diet, and this, I think, is one of the best ways that you can actually manage this. Now, I personally believe that you can do this completely and only in Evernote, but there is a possibility that yes, you could transfer this over to my other application of choice, which would be Todoist, and maybe in the future I'll cover how we could do that. But for now, I want to show you how I would do this in Evernote, and let's see if you guys have got any other possibilities. This could help a lot of people who are into health and fitness and really want to manage their diet. Okay, so let's get straight into this and I'll show you how we can do this. Okay, now for most of you, you are probably going to have a lot more recipes than I have in here. Now, I don't actually monitor my diet. I keep my diet very simple. I have a pretty straightforward diet during the week. And then on Friday and Saturday night, I can eat whatever I want. But let's just say that you like collecting recipes. Now, in that case, what I would do, as I suggested, is you create your own notebook called recipes or food, whatever you want to call it. I'm just calling this one recipes. So let's go into my recipes notebook. So I've got two in here, and the first one is a recipe for the best Yorkshire puddings ever. Now, I come from the county of Yorkshire in the United Kingdom, and so I thought I would use this opportunity to promote the very special food that comes from my county, which is Yorkshire pudding. So let's say that I decided that Yorkshire pudding is on my menu. Now, what you do, or what I would do, is I would create, every Sunday when I'm doing my weekly review or planning, I would create one note which has my weekly plan. So now, the thing I noticed when I was creating this chart, I noticed that actually the problem that you have is you can only create a 6x6 maximum. So if you look up here, you can actually only create a 6x6 maximum. So what we do is, now in this case I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday down to Saturday, but let's just say that I'm going to add a Sunday. You can just click on that and you can create Sunday as a date. So I'm going to create the table. So remember I think I showed you an episode recently about how to create tables. All you do is just click on the square icon up at the top and you can create as many big tables as you like. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So what I'm going to do is I'm creating this here, and so I've got the days of the week. Now, for those of you who are doing this properly, you're going to have many different menus. And so you've got this one here, and then probably you've got 7 or 8, even hundreds of them. So you can pick and choose. Now, what I would do is I would create a note link. And to create a note link, you just click on Control, tap, and create copy note link. Now, I'm going to click on the Option key, which create, oh my words, copy classic note link, and there's a reason for that. Then I'm going to go back to here and I'm going to paste that into Monday. And what you see is it's got best Yorkshire pudding. So it's now, what happens is on Monday, all I have to do is click on that and it takes me straight to the menu. So that to me is a really cool way. And I could do the same for all the different recipes for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is what I'm doing when I'm doing the planning. I'm just looking about the recipes that I have in my notebook. And because of the way that Evernote works, your planning note, your last planning note will be at the top where this one is now. So I could go down and I can just add this to all of them, and then when I'm ready, when it comes to Tuesday, I can just click on that, takes me to the note that I need. Okay, so that's the first bit. That's what I'm planning on a weekly basis. Next, though, is the daily reminder. And this is going to, what you want is this note needs to start reminding you on Monday. Now, it's entirely up to you when you do this. To get the reminder, click on the alarm clock icon and set reminders on notes, so add a date. So notify me on Monday. So Monday is going to be the 9th. So I've got that there. And that's basically all I have to do. And basically then, when I've come to this task, I get the reminder comes up on Monday. I can go back into this and I can change the date. So change date once I've done it, and I can change that to the 10th. And so once I've got the note, now this is really, really cool way of being able to see how this comes up. Now, for those of you who don't want Evernote reminding you, but you want this to come up in your Todoist on a daily basis, then again, all you have to do is click on your weekly plan, get the note link. Now, for those of you who are using Windows, I'm afraid you can only get the copy note link this way, which is the www, the website version. Those of you using Mac, you can click on the Option key, get the classic note link, go into your Todoist. I'll open up my Todoist and let's create a link in inbox. So at the task, check today's recipe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in brackets. So for those of you who don't know this little trick, you put that in brackets, and then I can just I can actually just paste the link in, add that, and bang, check today's recipe. Now you're going to have to change the link on a weekly basis, but what I can do then is go into this, and I can do every day from Monday until, and what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to check my calendar. Let's have a look. Until, we're going to say Monday the 9th until Sunday the 15th. So until 15. Okay, oops. There we go. So what's going to, if you look here, every day ending on the 15th of January. So the task is going to disappear, and I will have to create a new task when I create the link, when I do my planning for the following week. Now, for those of you who are very, very hardworking, you could create one of these for every day and do it on a monthly basis. It's entirely up to you how you do it. But this is the way basically I would do this. And after every day, so when I've checked it, I've decided what I'm going to eat, I can then just go up here and I can clear and change the date and go into the next day, which is the 11th. So I'm going to get the reminder come through. So that's basically how I would do this. So I would have, just to summarize, I would create a notebook called recipes, and I would put all my recipes in there. Then when I do my planning, which I would do either on a weekly or a monthly basis, I guess for most of you guys on working on this diet program, they would probably do it on a weekly basis. Then I would create one of these notes. Now the thing is, you don't have to create this note every single time. If you click control click, you can duplicate the note, so you can actually, then all you would have to do is change this. We begin in 16th of January. So you could change this, and then it's very easy to go in there and just delete and just change your things. But you can keep a copy of the previous one and so on. So there you go. That's how I would do this. And for those of you, remember, if you're putting it into Evernote, you can create, if you're putting it into Todoist, you can do it in a special way. So there you go. There you go. Hopefully, Maureen, I've answered your question, and hopefully this has shown you how I would do the food planning program using Evernote. And then once you've done your planning, you're going to get the reminders every day and a link straight to the note, so you can check and get cooking or buy the ingredients that you need. Okay, so there you go. That's it for today's tutorial. I hope you found this very useful. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to get some more ideas on using Evernote or Todoist. And that's it. So I hope you all have a very, very productive week, and I'll see you in the next episode.